point, you've probably gone bowling, right? Well, have you ever wondered what goes on behind the scenes of a bowling alley?
I got to see all the work that goes into a league night at Bolero Lanes. They're on Monroe Street by the 475 overpass. And this week's WTOL 11, try this. Take a look. If you call these facilities a bowling alley, that's a thing of the past. Now they're family entertainment centers or bowling centers. Come on this way. Despite all the entertainment for the kids and everything else, bottom line, it is still a bowling center, and a lot of fun can be happening here in the winter. This is Bolero Lanes. Tommy, bowling's been around so many years. Has the technology changed that much? I mean, like what was it like 100 years ago, and what's it like now?
Technology's leaps and bounds what it was 100 years ago. My grandfather set pins at Timbers Bowling Lanes in Maumee over there for a nickel a game. I remember him telling me about that. So you're going from hand setting up to the basic machines. They got they call 8230s, which these used to be 8230s. Then we upgraded to the 8270s.
Show us how it works.
All right, so let's check this out here. It cycled the pins all the way through. So as you see them spinning down here, they go on the carpet up to the pinwheel. The pinwheel takes them all the way up, and then they're going to go on they call it a distributor. From the distributor, it's going to go in its firing order. It goes to 1 pin, goes over to 3, now hits the 2 pin, 4, 7, 8, over to the 5 pin. Now it's going over to 6, the dreaded 10 pin, and then you got the 9 pin. So the 9 pin's the key in this one, Dan. So basically it's got a laser in there. So as soon as the pin actually hits the laser, that means it's ready to go for another full set.
32 lanes down there. I mean, there's so many things that can go wrong. Are you constantly having to repair and stay on top of stuff happening?
Yes, that's a daily task for pretty much every bowling alley. So if you're not doing maintenance on them, they're going to break down all the time. We're averaging between 5 and 10 breakdowns, which doesn't necessarily mean it's going to break for the night, but it means someone's got to come out and fix them.
You could lose a finger if you don't know what you're doing here.
Yes, I've heard horror stories on it. That's why you got the safety cages up there. You know, got a couple mechanics that have longer hair. They got to tie them back. We've heard horror stories and people getting it caught in those. There's a lot of moving parts in these things.
What is this right here?
So, Dan, you're in our tool room right now. So this is our tool and parts room. So we got obviously tools here. Behind you guys, we got all the parts you can think of for these machines. I try to keep 2 of every single thing in stock, which can be expensive, but you need to do it. Cool thing is, if you check out up here, we've got a lane. It's called the curtain wall. So from the curtain wall to the top of the lanes, we can watch every single of all of our 32 lanes here. So the goal is to fix the problem before the customer sees it. Yeah. So if they're up there watching it, you know, they can play on their phone all day long, but look up every once in a while, you can see when the jams are actually happening. So that's the nice thing about technology.
You love bowling. How long has this been part of your life?
Bowling's been part of my life, my whole life. Literally, I've been bowling PBA for 15 years. Started off as a mechanic at Timbers in Maumee, grew up at Timbers. My parents bowled. I was sleeping underneath the tables. So it's definitely in the blood.
Did you ever think this would be part of your career, your life?
That was my lifelong goal, is to own a bowling alley.
Want to thank Tommy, great guy. Really enjoyed my time with him. He's a veteran. Thank you for your service, Tommy. But yeah, it's amazing the equipment, and so many things, as I said, can go wrong with that because all these mechanical things, and the equipment is so expensive now to buy new that you just keep fixing what's there.
Absolutely.
And try to go as
I
long as you
imagine
can.
that it might be kind of hard to find parts at times too, because maybe these things are really old. They've had them for a long time.
You would think so,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, but he's got to keep them in stock.
But Bolero Lanes there on Monroe Street, they do a great job, a great entertainment center.
Did you bowl at all while you were there?
You know, I've not touched a bowl other than that.
Yeah?
I don't bowl.
No? No? Oh, it's so fun. I'm horrible at it.
Really?
I have never broken 100. Ever.
Oh,
never.
I haven't bowled in a long, long time, but like I've never mastered the spin thing.
Yeah.
To me, it was always
not about that.
I just try to throw a fastball down the middle and knock on the head pin, but unfortunately, it doesn't work that way to knock down 10 pins.
No, I mean, I feel like sometimes I get started and I'm doing really well, and then by the end,
but again, it's not about the bowling itself. It's about socialization, being with friends. Golf is that way for me. I don't care about my score that much. I like being out with friends and a beautiful day. And bowling alley, same thing. Bowling center, sorry.
Well, they have Diet Coke there. And some adult beverages too.
See, now we're talking.
Lots of fun, and Maggie loves to play too, so it's kind of a fun thing that, you know, the family can go out.
Sure.
No pressure, just fun. You
Yeah,
don't have
just
to
have
be
a good time.
Yeah. So remember, we want to know what you want us to try next. Email your ideas to news@WTOL.com. We will reach out, try to set something up.
No reptiles.
No reptiles.